Hey, welcome back. It is Nicole B from Hands and Plan Travel, bringing you another episode of Becoming a Travel Agent and My Real Life Journey. So, this is episode 2 as to how and why I chose the agency that I did. So, as I mentioned in my previous video, I had been following a group on Facebook and on YouTube, watching various videos from various YouTubers, and this one group really stood out to me. And as I said, I took their travel agent blueprint class, which was really beneficial to me. And so I said, okay, let me see what their agency is about. I just didn't jump because they were part of that agency. So first place I went to was the host agency reviews, and I looked up some of the agencies. We had Fora, IntelliTravel, Outside Agents, and a couple other ones that I was not familiar with. So I took three of them and I started watching videos about them. And as I said, some of them I knew were, multi-level marketing agencies. I didn't want to be a part of that because I am not going to try to sell you anything. I'm just going to convince you to travel with me because you'll have a great time. But I'm not really going to keep hounding you about selling, travel or you being a travel agent because you went on 10 trips to Orlando. Like, okay, you might want to do it, but I'm not going to pressure you into doing that. So anyway, I watched all these videos, looked at reviews. I mean, when I say reviews after reviews, all you have to do is punch in such and such agency, why I became an agent with such and such agency, and you'll get a slew of information. So after I said, like I said, watching videos while I'm cleaning, while I'm cooking, just trying to get, gather all the information, gather the pros and cons and of all of them, going on Facebook, joining different Facebook groups about agency travel and whatnot, and just kind of seeing what people were saying. Some of these groups, when you ask a question about, hey, I want to be a travel agent, what's the best one, they all jump in and they'll say this one's great, that one's not great, blah 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 blah. I feel like at the end of the day you have to have your own experience and you have to do your own research. I can tell you what works for me right now, but it may not work for me a couple years from now, even next year. Who knows? What I do know is that the agency that I did choose was Outside Agents. It's an agency based in Jacksonville, Florida. And my next episode, I will discuss the training and some of the things I went through becoming an agent with Outside Agents. So, again, make sure you do your own research. Take what people say and say, okay, let me just think about it. Let me look online. Don't just jump at the first thing because all agencies are built differently. And I will say that Outside Agents is definitely an independent agent. You do have access to different, mentors and different resources, but it's very independent. You're not going to get that call every week. So if you're looking for something that's more, streamlined for you, allows you to kind of be your own person, kind of work independently, then you would want to go with Outside Agents. So next episode, I'll talk about the training that I experienced with Outside Agents. So until next time,